Tēnā, kia ora, hi, hello, no mai, and welcome to a Reo Sound Energy kōrero. So kia ora, my name is Joe and I'm the kai kōrero, so the speaker for Reo Sound Energy. And in this video we're going to be sharing how we interpret the vowel sounds within Te Reo Māori, so the Māori language. So this video is going to be done in two parts. So part one is just going to be sharing how and why we interpret the way that we do and what the interpretations are for, so what purpose they serve. And then in part two we're going to be interpreting each vowel one by one. The reason why it may take a little while to interpret the vowels one by one is because within Te Reo Māori you have long vowels and short vowels, so au I e o and then au I e o, and so we have to interpret both both levels. So yeah, if you could bear with us. So I hope you enjoy the kōrero for the vowels, or what we call He Reo Rangatira. And so we call them He Reo Rangatira because that basically describes the role that they play within the sound family. So we interpret the sounds of the reo, right? And it makes up a language. And so the vowels are the rangatira of that language. So rangatira is the Māori word for a leader or a chief, and reo is the Māori word for language, speech, or tongue. And so the vowels are the rangatira of the language that the sound family make up. And they lead by taking care of particular spaces of energy. So just like how a rangatira takes care of a community in a particular space, same with the vowels. But the community that they look after is energy, because sound is energy. Same with light being energy, and so a lot of our kōrero is all about sound and light, just energy in general. And so when it comes to the five rangatira, au I e o, taking care of 5 different spaces defined by their different sounds, the energy within it are all very different. And all 5 of those energies were created as a result of light and dark meeting in the middle. So we've got light energy from Rangi Nui, our Sky Father, and then we've got dark energy from our Mother Earth, Papatua Nuku. And in the middle, the parts of their energy that meet in between create the biological energy for us, for DNA, for ta, to be able to exist. And so the 5 different spaces were created just as a result of them two mixing, and the biological space is now able to create, grow, heal, and balance. Which brings us back to the community kōrero that we mentioned earlier with He Reo Rangatira taking care of a particular space filled with a particular community. And so we've got 2 different types of sound for our vowels in Te Reo Māori. We have your long sounds, which is what we call ororoa, and then we have your short sounds, which is what we call oropoto. So your short sounds like ah. So 2 different types of vowels which represent 2 different spaces of energy. And so the ororoa sound, the au I e o, that takes care of an entire community of the same sound, just all at different pitches or different chords or different notes. Whereas the short sound of a u I e o is in a bit of a restricted space, because now it's only within the individual, and the individual is what makes up its own little community of the same type of energy, but unique to them. So we have long vowels and short vowels. So just a little quick reminder that the interpretations that we have for the sounds within Te Reo Māori are going to differ to other people that also do this as well. But also when you learn Te Reo Māori, or when you're learning the Māori language, the vowels already actually have a meaning for conversational purposes. So u already means something, same with a, that already means something. So the interpretations that we have are purely just to help with anyone who needs support with their inner work, where that comes with growth, support with their internal healing, so everything that kind of comes up when we look at something that is quite traumatic, or a strong emotional wound or pain in the heart, and being able to help balance your spirit, balance your Wairua, because when you go through all of that, a type of recalibration needs to happen. So the way that we interpret the sounds are to help us translate particular Māori words that guide us through all of that process. So it's not for kōrero waha. Our interpretations are not for conversation. So just wanted to put that little quick reminder in there. So our 5 different rangatira for ororoa, the long sound, auieo, all in their 5 different spaces, taking care of their own hapuri, so their own community. So our rangatira takes care of the energy or the community to do with potential. Our rangatira takes care of connection. Our rangatira for perception. Our rangatira for feelings, and our rangatira for core. So anything that's associated and very similar to those 5 descriptions describe the hapuri, the community. So that's how we interpret our ororoa, our long vowels. Now our oropoto have the same description, they carry the same type of energy. They're now just in a different place, because remember the 2 different levels we've got on a collective level and then on an individual level. So our ororoa work in a collective space, so just potential in general, or feelings in general, so what all the different types of feelings are. But when we look at everything from an individual level, now it's about you. It's about how you uniquely feel things. It's about your unique potential. So that's how we translate the short vowels. So now the spaces are the same, but now they're in you. So you become the rangatira. So that's how we translate the 2 different sounds on a collective nature in general and individually unique to you. So when we find those 2 sounds within one Māori kupu, that's how we're going to translate them. So now let's just kind of elaborate a little bit more on every single different sound and just expand on those descriptions.